How do you say, is it Charlotte Nicodeo?
I don't know. It's the Married with Channels podcast. Hi there.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Jody.
Oh, hey, nice to meet you, Jody. I'm Thumbs Through Papers Moose. Welcome to the Married with Channels podcast, where we talk about TV shows and movies, mostly TV shows, hence the Channels moniker. That's like British for Monica, but in this case, I mean moniker. Let's jump right into it. We got three shows to get to. They're all TV shows. Yeah. We start with the finale, the season finale of Loki.
Yep. Yeah.
Did not like it.
Thumbs down.
Too convoluted, too like thinky, and I feel stupid. Like, shouldn't I be? Am I stupid for not understanding this?
No, you're not stupid. They did not really go into explaining a whole lot here. I don't quite get it either. And let me just say that I called it. I knew they were going to kiss. I knew it. I could just tell.
Oh, yeah, they did kiss, didn't they?
Yes.
Well, great. They kissed. I don't know. The one who remains,
Yeah.
I think that guy's great. He's from Lovecraft Country.
Yeah, I didn't like his performance
I
either.
did.
Yeah.
Bordering on chewing up the scenery, but I think it was just right. And it was like not... It was approaching Heath Ledger Joker levels in a way. Just the fluidity and the comfort in the character that the actor had.
To me, it was too much. It was a little over the top. Sorry.
Okay.
That was not a good performance, in my opinion.
And it's indicative of just kind of like the episode in general. And for the most part, the series. I mean, the series looks great. There's some great performances, some good chemistry between most of the lead actors, but it's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, it just didn't deliver for me.
Yeah,
Didn't bring it. I don't care.
And
what?
I'm confused about how it ended too. Like, so did he go to a different timeline where Mobius doesn't quite know who he is?
Yeah.
Thinks he's like an employee there?
Yeah, it's like it never even happened. Like, they don't recognize him now because the timeline has changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. It made me feel stupid. And help me out here. Am I stupid?
No.
Okay,
No.
good. You didn't pause at all on that.
No.
Good.
No.
But while I was giving our youngest Mabel a bath, I was thinking, you know what, Loki and to a certain extent WandaVision and let's see, those two, that's it. It's like this is Marvel Universe's way of saying, look, we can have thinking, deep, thoughtful, complicated shit. We're not just like big green giants smashing buildings.
Yeah, we're not just popcorn movies. We can have in-depth stuff that just blows your mind.
It's like there is
to a fault, blows your mind.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wrap my head around it.
It's like there's an edict from Paul Feige? Kevin Feige. Anyway, the head of Marvel Studios saying, all right, Marvel shows on Disney Plus, it's got to be like scratch your head thinking, oh my, mind blown. What does this all mean? Go.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's some great concepts. It's some good ideas. It just, for me, the execution wasn't there in the writing and the plot line and how this season went. You know, it just wasn't all there for me.
Agreed.
And I'm not invested enough to be like, well, just wait then until season 2 or whatever to find out what happens. Like, nah, you should have hooked me before.
I know. I'd rather be watching Below Deck than Loki.
That's our shameless guilty pleasure.
Yeah, it's like
TV.
It's like the Loki. They came up with the concept and the visuals and the style and the art direction, and everybody in the room was like, "Yes, yes." And then when it came to the writer's room, they're like, well, something with a timeline? I don't know. Yeah, write that down.
Yeah.
And then from there, they just kind of, then the clock ran out and they're like, okay, we got to get this to, I don't know. It just didn't work.
Yeah, I don't know. And you never know, like, maybe the original idea made sense, but too many people get their hands on it and it just gets really messy.
Like, did you think somebody in the studio, whether it be Disney or Marvel Studios, would be like, It's a little out there. I think we need to iron out some things.
Though. I mean, I think that's fine to go outside the box a bit. It just has to make sense.
That's what I mean. That's where the studio needs to come in and be like, love the visuals, love the actors, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But I don't understand where we're going with this story.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Loki, the whole season. Yep. Moving on.
All right. You know, it is really hot out today.
It's going to get hotter. It's going to be like 95 this weekend.
Yeah, it is hot
here in the Midwest, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, we're trying to take dips in the pool whenever we can.
Yes, and I found there's like a little scum, just a little bit.
Slime.
Little slime.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because it was a few days since we shocked it.
Yeah.
I shocked it real good when we played in it the other day, but
sure.
I found this with Honey. I found a pool maintenance swimming pool kit with vacuum, $30.
What?
You know what the retail is?
What?
$105.
Yeah, those things are not cheap. Pool, anything related to your pool.
Yeah.
Okay, let me be clear. We don't have a fancy in-ground
pool.
No.
No.
But anything related to pool seems like they just tack on an extra zero.
Yeah, it's like wedding stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, this shirt is $40. It's for a wedding. It's $140 now.
So you got a pool. This is a good deal, people.
Yeah, I mean, with that Honey plug-in, which is free, that pool maintenance swimming pool kit with vacuum cleaning, whatever, it's only $30. That's a good deal. And it's like the picture shows a guy with an above ground pool, like a Mondo one, but shit, I'd buy that for the little kiddie pool. Our 5x8 or whatever the hell it is.
It's called a family swim center.
Yeah, right. So go to joinhoney.com/married. Get the plug-in to save money like on this pool cleaning kit with vacuum, and join the over 2 billion people who are saving like $2 billion in savings with 17 million members. Got those numbers backwards, but you get the point. It's a lot. It's free. Go to joinhoney.com/married. Get you some automatic discounts. It hunts for the discount codes for you. You don't have to do anything. You add it to your cart, and then Honey's like, let me check here for you. And then usually it finds you a code.
That's pretty sweet.
Sweet, like Honey.
And time saving.
Yeah, who has time to hunt for discount codes? Joinhoney.com/married. Do it. It's free. It helps us out. We love you. White Lotus is a new show on HBO. It's like a limited series. It's from Mike White, who, if you've seen him on TV and movies, he's done some acting. You'd recognize him. Kind of a gangly, redheaded dude. Him and his dad were on Amazing Race. Remember we watched that?
Yeah. Yep, yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
But anyway, White Lotus, first of all, it's about people at a Hawaiian resort. Okay, there's about 40% of my interest.
Right.
So it's got Steve Zahn, Connie Britton. You got Alexandria Daddario.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, right. The great Jennifer Coolidge. The guy who you look at and you're like, where have I seen him before? Then you realize, oh, he's in like the last 2 seasons of The Office.
Yeah. Jake Lacey.
Okay. Jake Lacey.
Yep. He plays Shane, the character Shane.
Okay. Yeah. So these people arrive on this resort in the Hawaiian Islands, and first episode is all we've watched.
Yes.
But it's a little weird.
Yeah.
But it's not like what's going on weird. They're building to something. I thought by the end of the first episode, we get a kind of a little hook.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, let's see where this goes. But we didn't.
I would call this one like a slow burning character piece. Like you got to invest some time and you'll get, these characters and kind of their stories. And, But I think it's supposed to be kind of comedic as well. It didn't really make me laugh out loud, though.
No.
I mean, not even really a chuckle of funny moments there. So
just to kind of paraphrase the first episode, there's this family who arrived. The father, played by Steve Zahn, has got some tests about possible testicular cancer. He's worried about it. We even get a shot of his or stunt dick. Or
someone's.
We call it the stunt dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, stunt dick and some balls. And there's they got a weird son, this girl who brings her friend. One of the people who works there who's new, she's pregnant, not telling anybody, has the baby towards the end of the episode.
On her first day at work.
Yeah. Jennifer Coolidge plays a woman who's come to spread her mom's ashes, and she's a little eccentric.
Yeah.
She really liked that, whatever. There was like some meditative, gentle massage with one of the employees, and it just blew her mind. And now she's like borderline obsessed with the lady who works there.
It just seemed like a little mini therapy session with a little,
Yeah.
massage going on there, kind of.
You got Alexandria Daddario and her husband,
Newlyweds.
husband.
Yeah.
They're there on their honeymoon. They were supposed to get like the nice suite.
The honeymoon suite.
With its own pool and shit.
Yeah.
And there was a mistake, and the husband is kind of like passively aggressively trying to fight for that switch.
Oh, for sure. Like, he just can't let it go. Like, can't let it go.
Who did that make you think of?
Oh, I don't know.
Seriously? That didn't make you think of me?
I mean, not to that extreme.
I wouldn't be like so passive about it. I would be like, look, we paid for the super duper honeymoon suite.
Yeah.
What are you going to do to make this right?
Yeah.
But he's like, I really think we should, You didn't think of me with that?
No, I don't.
Oh my God.
No. I mean, but now that you point it out.
Yeah, anytime the character brought it up to the head steward or whatever the hell.
The host.
The host,
the
yeah.
hotel, I'm not
I was
sure,
thinking
yeah.
like, oh, dude, that ain't going to work. That's not how
Right.
you do it. I was like kind of giving him tips in my head.
Uh-huh.
But anyway.
Yeah, you're the guy that you would have emailed the CEO before you even went to that guy.
I would have went to the guy, to the main guy.
To the head honcho and be like, excuse me, do you own this place?
No, I would have gone to the main guy, the host. And if that hadn't worked, then I'd go above him, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
You're flinging right, I would.
I know.
But
I know
anyway,
you would.
so, yeah.
But on our honeymoon, no.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Like, I would probably bring it up once. I mean, look, the room they had was nice. That's not like a super deal breaker. It's not like they were.
That's what the wife is trying to tell him.
I know,
like, hey,
I know.
We're here.
But I'm saying in our situation, if it was our honeymoon,
yeah,
I would, unless they put us in like the maintenance closet, I'm not going to fight that too much.
Oh, yeah.
Unless we were really looking forward to our own private pool for like nude dipping or whatever. Skinny dipping.
Skinny dipping. Nah. But we did honeymoon in Hawaii. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I like this one for the scenery, obviously.
Yes, but they color coded it.
Yeah.
It's kind of dark.
Yeah.
What's
a little
the
muted.
Not color coding, but you know what I mean? The color correction.
Yeah.
They've got this kind of, bronzy kind of brown thing going
almost
on.
like kind of like California sunset glow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like distracting, but I want to see the water.
I know.
I want to see the nice, beautiful sun.
Maybe that's done on purpose, so you pay more attention to the story and the
Maybe.
characters. I don't know.
But I don't know. What do you think of White Lotus so far?
It's okay. It's quirky. Like, I'm kind of intrigued just because it's a little bit weird.
Oh, and we should mention it starts off with the young newlywed husband by himself in an airport terminal or gate waiting for a flight, and he is escorting a deceased person who gets loaded onto his plane, and then it cuts to 10 months or 3 weeks ago or something like that. Remember that? That's how it started. Because the old couple sitting across from him, and she's like, where are you going?
Yeah.
And he's like, and eventually says, not to be rude, but leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah,
or something
I do
like
remember that. Yeah.
So, yeah, we should throw that in there.
Yeah.
So immediately you're like, oh, something's going to happen. You're presuming it's his wife because you don't see the wife in the opening scene.
Sure. I think I forgot about that because then it goes on to just kind of this, like, I'm trying to figure out who these people are, what they're about, what their stories are, what they're doing there. I kind of forgot about that little piece in the beginning.
Yeah. But yeah, White Lotus, I'm interested. I'm curious to see where this goes. I wish, usually after the first episode, at the end of the first episode, there's something there to be like, not like revealing, but okay, so here's our big mystery. Here's kind of what we need you to think about for the rest of this show. And this one just kind of ended with nothing really like, wait till episode 2.
Sure.
But I like it. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I want to see where it goes. I'm not I'm not it's super in love with it, but it's quirky enough that I'll try it for a while.
Yeah. White Lotus, HBO Max, if you want to check it out. Moving on. This is one we've been kind of putting off for a while.
Yeah.
And I don't think we actually really thought about talking about it until about a month or two ago.
Yeah.
Even though it's just finished season 2.
I guess I thought we already had talked about it.
We have not talked about...
I guess not.
Mythic Quest, the Apple TV Plus show, which is... it kind of sneaks up on you. Like, we started watching it, and it's about a video game publishing company. They have this one big game called Mythic Quest, Raven's Banquet. And the guy, the main creator, is kind of an egotistical dude played by Rob McElhenney. Did I say his name right? McElhenney? Anyway, the dude from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. But yeah, so they developed this game, and there's kind of these shenanigans going on. It's a comedy. Mm-hmm. And it kind of has a 30 Rock vibe, but without that bang, 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 joke.
Sure.
And I'm not saying that in a bad way. How would you describe this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit of comedy, but it has a little heart, too. You get sucked into some of the, all the feels. But there's funny there, and some good characters here, too. Like, just great stuff.
Yeah, there's some interesting, very distinct characters, and I like that. And who's really grown on me? And maybe it's because he had his own superb episode, C.W. Longbottom, played by F. Murray Abraham.
Yes, that's a great character.
They spent, 2 episodes on him, because one was the flashback to C.W. Longbottom as a young, aspiring novelist, sci-fi novelist.
Yeah.
And another one where he confronts one of the guys from his past. And let me play a clip. One of the tester gals, and I can't remember her name, is... Rachel, yeah, is driving him to go meet up with this fellow sci-fi novelist who this buddy of his and this girl were all kind of this tripod of, these young novelists working at this sci-fi magazine in the 60s. And here's a couple clips.
So you guys are going to make up?
No. I'm going to fuck his wife. Harper's called my last book Unbridled Space Smut.
Was I the one who gave you a face like a fucked ass?
I presume that was your mother!
Oh, my goodness.
It's like the one who gave you the face of a fucked ass.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, it's just so funny. Like, that episode alone is worth checking out Mythic Quest.
Yeah, I like it. There's some heart. There's really good character stuff. And not just that. I mean, I love the HR lady. And she's dealing with...
Oh, yeah.
She's dealing with inter-office romances. And she's like, I don't want to know. And they keep, telling her stuff like she's their therapist. It's hilarious. And I love Sue. I love Jo and her kind of ruthlessness and funny.
And she's pulled off very well by the actress. She plays this kind of aspiring young woman who's learning the ropes, but she is
she's
very
like a shark.
She's very open about her ambitions, and she will screw over anybody if she has to.
Yeah.
Let me just play a couple clips. This is literally from a YouTube montage of out of context Mythic Quest clips.
Here's a special idea. How about we take your special little surprise and we roll it into a special little ball and then we cram it into your special little butt.
Guess I'm straight. You're the lesbian.
I'm afraid that if I lean into anything, you'll see my whole ass.
So you jumped ship. The second you saw it was sinking. You took the credit and not the blame. Nice work, Jo.
Yeah, that was Jo. And Danny Pudi, who's doing a great job as Brad, the financial guy. But Mythic Quest, it's just, I wouldn't call it laugh out loud funny. I think there's some good writing and some good moments and vivid characters. Mm-hmm. And, it's all performed very well. And I kind of, for me anyway, I have a very limited experience in the video game industry, but I like that it is in the video game industry. A, that, and B, nobody's done a video game field type of show, right?
Right. Yeah. No, I like it. It's clever. It's probably not laugh out loud funny, but it's clever and smart jokes, and it works. And you don't have to try so hard to watch this one.
Yeah, and they're not afraid to take some chances. Like for a show in its second season, to spend an episode on the backstory of a very secondary character, C.W. Longbottom.
Yeah.
Because he's not a main character, right?
Right.
You know, that takes some balls,
Yeah.
and that takes some moxie, or very well-mined creativity, and they pulled it off. Not only that, then they spent another episode on that character, flash forward about 50 years. Kind of following up, closing out that flashback episode.
Sure.
So that's interesting to me. And also, the episode where they're like all stuck in the room. They all have to sign whatever document before they can leave because of HR.
It's the HR requirements.
Yeah. Like that's
the
an
law
interesting.
requires you to sign these papers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they can't leave until they sign off on these stupid paperwork. And that's interesting and kind of different and kind of relatable because when you work at a company, you always got to sign this or that every once in a while. There's an addendum to the employee handbook.
You got to make sure you sit through this 1 hour mandatory training.
Yeah,
and
like
then sign it that you acknowledge it, and take a quiz.
Right. Like who hasn't gone through that experience?
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of it is relatable workplace stuff. It's kind of funny and
but kind of on steroids a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But Mythic Quest, I think if you have the Apple TV Plus subscription, you can hear the fan going. Or you got what's the word I'm looking for? A trial?
Yeah.
You should check out Mythic Quest. And also, by the way, new episodes of Ted Lasso start this weekend.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
You got anything else?
Nah, I don't think so.
Anything else on Mythic Quest?
Nah, it's a good, easy one. I like it.
Yeah. All right. So, Married with Channels podcast, that's going to do it for this episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at MarriedWChans.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, subscribe. Subscribe on your podcast provider. We appreciate that. And we'll see you next time. Until then, I'm Moose.
And I'm Jody.
Later.
Bye.